Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ & Sons and our 10th season here in our college football coaching dynasty with Bubba Champion is getting to its regular season end. We have got 4 games left to play this year. Right now we are on a pretty good streak at this point. We are 7-1 on the season, so we are still battling for the top spot in our division of the ACC. Now this one, we've got a home game against SMU. They are a little bit down and out this season, so it should be easy, but I thought that last season too when they took us down to the wire. So welcome back to Champ & Sons, everybody, in our college football series content, and welcome if you are new here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So now, before we jump into this first game against SMU, I want to take a look at our recruiting because I think overall we have done pretty damned outstanding with it. We're still trying to finish off some of these closing actions with some guys like Austin Fisher. He's a strong safety, really good tackler and hitter, and can read a play. Pass coverage, he's a little lacking in that area, but being a run-stopping strong safety, I mean, that's going to be expected. And I think we've got a pretty good quarterback or cornerback crew that can kind of cover a lot of that passing game. So now looking at some other guys, we've got an offensive lineman, Larry Ika. We are down to the top 3 for him. We're first on his interest board. So guess what we're going to do? That's right. We're going in with a hard sell. We've got all the check marks. It's just finding the right one to see. Really, and it's trying to close some of these guys out. Now, a lot of these guys we've moved into first on pretty quickly. So I think once we get into those final 3, just doing the hard sell should be able to close it out within a game. Hopefully it doesn't take more than that, but you know, sometimes it does, obviously. Now, some of these other guys, Addison, he's another one. He's a tight end possession, 6'6", 240 pounds as a tight end who, I mean, they label him as a possession because he's got good hands and good catching skills, route running, and all that. But the fact he's not run blocking, he's okay with. He's not gonna pancake everybody, but it's kind of a shocker, but if we can get him, he'd be a major pickup for us, especially with our freshman quarterback, John Smith, who we are going to jump out into this one as he hands that one off to Connor Davis off the left guard, and that one's going to pick up good yardage, about 12 yards down to the 28-yard line on the plus side of the field. So Seminoles and Smith in this offense come out in the shotgun formation, 3 receivers set. As we have the snap in hand, Smith drops back, fires it over the middle. He's going to hit Villano, makes the catch in traffic. Ooh, that was a risky throw. And I mean, he is a freshman, so he kind of slings it in there at times that maybe he shouldn't have, but that time it did pay off. Now coming from the Wildcat, Connor has it, gets the toss over to Lane. He's got space in front of him. Lane at the 5. Touchdown, Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Getting this one started quickly here at home in our opening possession. Took less than 3 minutes to go down the field and put up points as we have the little jet sweep off the Wildcat. Now here come the SMU Mustangs on a 2nd and 6 from their own 16. They got the snap. Freeman gives chase, and Freeman brings them down for the sack. Back down to the 7-yard line. That's going to make it 3rd and 15. Freeman battling with the right tackle there, finally was able to get loose and was able to get the pressure on the quarterback that we needed, and that's going to put them in a 3rd and long on their opening possession. Cam Freeman's had a great season this year as a junior, and I mean, hopefully he stays with us and we can see him have an even better year next season. So 3rd and 15, we're going to come out, or SMU comes out in a pistol formation, 4 wide set. They've got the snap in hand. Quick throw to the right side. They got a guy in space, and he makes the catch, and there's not a defender around him. Oh, just a stupid little wheel route, and our guys let him go. And they got behind, and now this game is tied, so fighting back up. I told you, SMU may be 2 and 6, but don't count them out. So fighting back up, hand that one off to Davis down the right side. He's got space, stiff-arming his way forward and fighting down to the 8-yard line. Big time gain by Davis, 73 yards on the ground so far early in this one as we are still in the first quarter and haven't even reached the halfway mark. This game is looking to be a shootout at 7-7 here early on. Connor Davis breaks free for 39 yards on that carry. Good vision running through the hole and avoiding some of those early tacklers. So 1st and goal Seminoles. Smith and the offense comes out in a shotgun. 3 receivers to the left side. Lane is in the backfield, has the snap, hands it off to Lane. Lowers his shoulder, fighting forward, and is finally brought down at the 5-yard line, so picks up about 3. 2nd and goal now from the 5. That's going to put our offense, we're going to try to spread them out with about 4 wide set here. Trips to the right side, Nakua wide left, all by his lonesome, Davis in the backfield. Smith claps his hands, has the snap back. In the pocket, rolls to the left side, still but running, throws it at the last second as he's hit, and it falls incomplete. Thankfully, it wasn't anything worse than that. That does bring up 3rd and goal. So now 3rd and goal from the 5, staying in the shotgun. 3 receivers set. Smith has the snap in hand. Fires it to Villano. That one's going to be knocked free. Villano, I don't think, would have gotten in the end zone either way, but it does still fall incomplete, and our field goal unit will come out to boot ball right down the middle as we put that one up and add 3 more points on. Now later into the 2nd quarter, we lead 13-7. SMU's facing a 4th and 3. Quick throw to the right side. That's going to be intercepted by Aguda. He's down the left side at the 40 and pushed out at the 38-yard line. Just jumped right in front of that one. This has been a close game so far. We needed a big play by our defense. And Floyd Aguda comes out, the junior cornerback here for the Seminoles defense, makes that stop and puts us in positive field position. They're trying to respond. Smith, 1st and 10, has the snap. It's going to be an end around to Nakua, who's got nowhere to go. Oh, man. Nowhere to go on that one, and that's a 5-yard loss. Not how you want to start after a turnover when you're trying to maybe get a quick score. So 2nd and 15. Trips to the right. Smith has it. Snap in hands. Pressure comes as he gets rid of it. Oh, I guess he just didn't feel that backside pressure. He threw it, just did not feel it, but ended up throwing it way too late. So 3rd and 15 now. Smith has the snap in hand. Fires it over. He's going to hit Rico Akiri, pushing forward, fighting still, and brought down at the 31. That's going to make it 4th and 3 here. And it looks like our offense is staying out on the field. We are going to go for it. 4th and 3 from the shotgun. 3 receivers set. Akiri and Nakua to the left side. Burks to the right. Smith has the snap in hand. Quick throw over the middle. He's going to hit Nakua coming across the field wide open. That's 1st and 10 Seminoles. Made it look way too easy on that one. So leading 13-7 right now. We are continuing to fight forward, going for it on 4th and short, and that leads to 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Smith staying in the shotgun, 2 tight end, 2 receivers set. Davis offset to Smith's left side. Burks is in motion. Gets a jet sweep to the left side. He's got some space, pushing forward, stiff arming, and not a whole lot of place to go. The Mustang defense did a good job closing that one down, and that's going to make it 2nd and 8. So we're going to come out 4 wide set here. Smith in the shotgun, 2 receivers on each side. Has the snap in his hands. Mustangs blitz. Quick throw to the left side. Hitting Davis, and that one's jarred free. He had Davis on the wheel route, and defense got there right at the same time the ball did, and that jarred it free. So it's 3rd and 8. Staying in the shotgun. 3 receiver, 2 back set. Blitz comes. Blitzer is free. Smith escapes. He takes off up the middle. 10. 5. Stiff arming, pushing forward down to the 3-yard line. Now that was a good play to feel the pressure, to read where it's coming from, step up in the pocket, and escape. So after that big run, we have a 1st and goal from the 3, going to be under center, heavy set formation. Smith has the snap, play action. He's going to roll out to the right side. It's a race for the corner. Smith wins it. Touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Smith had, good thing the blockers were there, but, it's such a short field that it's, as a defender, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. As soon as one of those defenders had stepped up, we were just going to drop it off to the receiver. So they kind of had to stick with them. And at that point, it just became a foot race to the corner, and we were able to win that one. John Smith, our freshman, takes it in for the touchdown to extend our lead 20-7. Now, after another stop by the defense, here we come right back out once again, putting pressure on the Mustangs. Smith has the snap in hand. He goes up the middle, and he gets hit and brought down for a sack for a 5-yard loss. Juan Goodspeed comes up the gut and brings down Smith to make it 2nd and 15. So Smith claps his hands from the shotgun, has the snap. Free rusher comes through. He gets the pass off to Burks. Winds his way through the defense, pushing forward for the 1st down. Wiggled his way through, kind of zigzagging, and he ends up getting to the 20-yard line, and that's going to give us a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 from the 20 just outside the red zone. Smith in the shotgun. Nakua wide left all by his lonesome. Has the snap in hand. Pressure comes as he gets rid of it. Oh my God, the backside pressure. Smith does not feel it all that well, but that guy got through a little too quick. I think we all can agree there. So now 2nd and 10. Trips to the left side. Looks like Nakua's wide right by his lonesome. Smith has the snap. Hands it off to Davis. Going left. Turns it up the middle. Pushing forward. And Connor Davis still going. Picks up the first down. As we look, as a SMU Mustang does go down and will be delayed getting off the field. But Connor Davis would not stop his feet from churning, and he gets it all the way down to the 9-yard line. Great run there by Davis, so that's going to make it 1st and goal from the 9. In the shotgun, Smith sends it, Burks in motion, has the snap. In his hand, fires it over the middle, hits Akiri, who walks it in! Touchdown Seminoles! Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And that's going to extend our lead now to 20 points. Still here early in the second quarter. 7 minutes to go in the second. We're going to lead 27-7 after that score. And in reality, it would not get any better for SMU. I mean, they did add a field goal on in the first half to finish it off. But, I mean, we just ended up obliterating them. It kind of became like, kicking a cripple is what it felt like. So we had to kind of turn off the juice there, and even our backups kept scoring. So this wasn't the same shootout that we had kind of years before against SMU. But I'm glad to see us play the way we did with our offense. We did make some mistakes, had some sacks, but we kept bouncing back from them. That's what you really want to see, and especially going into the next game that we have. As you can see, we started getting these guys to commit to us. Everybody we put the hard sell on did commit, so thankfully we're good to go there. Just a few more that we really want to look at here. Toomer and Dogby during the regular season. I'll deal with any additional people probably in the transfer portal. But we're going to go ahead and get this stuff shored up as we are edging ever closer to trying for Dogby at least to finalize his commitment, even though we are in second. Toomer, hopefully he'll be coming pretty quick. Now, with that in mind, we do have to, as I've always said, keep up our performance, and we've got a big game ahead of us right now. It is going to be the University of Miami that we are playing against. And we are the first recruiting class right now, ranked first. 8 5-star recruits, 12 4-star recruits. That's kind of insane, those recruiting stats. So, good job there. And hopefully a game like this against Miami will set us up even better, kind of moving forward. But this is a rivalry game. This is a heated game. We hate the Hurricanes. I just naturally hate them anyways, outside of the college football game here. But we're with Florida State, and quite frankly, I don't think Miami deserves to exist, if I'm just being honest with you. I think they should go back to what were they, part of the Big East all that time ago and all that crap? Yeah, send them back. Division II, we don't want them. Division I don't want them, don't need them. They're 4-6, and we hate them. So this is going to be a big-time game here. Our season, we are number 7 in the country. Performance riding on the line. If we lose another conference game, you can count us done for the conference championship game. But we got to take care of business first. And handing that one off, picking up 1 yard, is not handling business. This is our opening possession of the game. We're going to go out here with the Wildcat, this time being led by Lane. As he's going to send Kraken in motion, has the snap, jet sweep over to Kraken. He's got the edge on the corner at the 30. Fighting, pushing forward, cuts in and brought down at about the 17-yard line. Release the Kraken is what the fans are saying as he takes that one all the way down to the 17. 1st and 10 Seminoles now inside the red zone. After that, well, good play by Terrell Lane. So 1st and 10 Seminoles. Smith back behind center in the shotgun. 3 receiver set. Nakua and Akiri to the left side. Smith has the snap. Quick throw to Nakua over the middle. He gets hit. Pushing forward. Still breaking tackles. He finally gets shoved to the turf. As that's going to make it a 6-yard gain down to the 11. 2nd and 4. Smith staying in the shotgun. 4 wide. Trips to the left side. Claps his hands, has a snap back, hands off to Davis. He's got a hole open. Stiff arming, and they're not going to give it to him. They got him at the goal line, and they're not giving it to him. You've got to be kidding me. They're going to make it 1st and goal from the 1. They're really going to make us do this again. So Smith, play action, rolls out to his right, drops the pass off, and that one is going to be dropped. Who's that big old boy running over there? Good Lord. Maybe if he had thrown a hamburger at that big feller, he probably would have caught it. But either way, 2nd and goal from the 1. Smith and the Seminoles in the shotgun. Trips left. Davis in the backfield. Hands off to Davis. He got the 2 extra inches. They denied him on this run down to that mark anyways. Touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Opening drive touchdown against the Hurricanes here at home as we take this lead. And we're going to have to try to hammer it into them. I mean, we lost only 1 game, and we're number 7 in the country. Granted, and we lost like Virginia Tech, but still. 7 in the country. We got to start working our way up at some point. Now, after forcing a punt, we find ourselves on offense again, this time in the Wildcat. Wildcat pass. Smith takes it and it gets blasted. They did the end-around pass trick play, and the only thing they did is they fooled themselves as the Hurricanes get a big sack to make it 2nd and 19. Now Smith staying in the shotgun. Nakua wide left by his lonesome. They rush 4. They get through. He fires it over to Hitsakiri. He gets brought down at the 38-yard line. Gets those 9 yards back to make it 3rd and 10. So 3rd and 10 coming out in the shotgun. 4 wide. Trips left. Burks wide right by his lonesome. Nakua wide left. Has the snap. Hurricanes bring a blitz. Smith fires over the middle. Hitsakiri just darts straight ahead and gets the 1st down. Gets it down to the 24-yard line. Smart play by Akiri, the junior receiver here for the Seminoles. Made the catch and immediately turned it up. Wasn't looking for flash plays or anything. Just getting the 1st down. Now on 1st and 10 with the option keeper, Smith misreads his opening and goes down after about a 1-yard gain. So 2nd and 9. Going to be under center in an I formation now. Smith looks over the defense, making changes before the snap. Has it. Hands it off to Davis left side. Cuts it back up the middle right where the defender was. If he had just continued out to the left side, that's possibly a touchdown. Instead, it's 3rd and 8 here. We lead 7-0. We're 22 yards away. Smith has the snap. Fires it to the right side. He's going to hit McCracken at the 10. Cuts it forward. Lowers his shoulder. The Kraken strikes again. Eric McCracken, freshman running back, makes a catch out of the backfield, and what a shifty little maneuver there to pick up those extra yards down to the 3-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 3. Smith has the snap, hands it off to Davis, lowers his shoulder. He took out 3 defenders, and Davis walks it in. Touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Connor Davis wakes up with violence in his heart for the Hurricanes, and he takes out 3 defenders, puts them all on their face in the grass on that one run as he takes it into the end zone. Boom. I guess really only 2. The other guy got pancaked, but I'm counting it for Davis. So that's going to give us a 14-0 lead. Now the Hurricanes coming back as we knew they wouldn't, I guess, just quit because they're a bunch of idiots. As they hand it off to the left side, get good yardage down the left there, picking up 8 yards. Kalen Michael, junior running back here for the Hurricanes, picked up those 8 yards and almost broke it free. Got to keep a watch on him. 2nd and 2. Hurricanes in the shotgun. Has the snap. It's going to be an option to the right side. They get it out as he gets hit and stood up in the backfield. Nowhere to go. The defense stood up and put him down. That's going to make it a 3rd and 4. So for a 2-yard loss, right there, we come through. Big play, team effort by the defense. Multiple gold hat helmets right around them. So now 3rd and 4. Now they clap their hands, send a receiver in motion across the formation. Still making changes. They have the snap in hand. Quick throw down the right side. It's going to be caught by their receiver on the wheel route. We were not only burned, but completely, we got out of position because we got burned. And at least, I guess, he gave a semi-effort to try to intercept that ball and cut it short. But unfortunately, we didn't pull that off, and Miami makes us look like fools as Byron Rourke, the senior receiver on the wheel route, makes the catch and probably gets the easiest touchdown of his career he's ever had against Florida State. So now that our lead has been cut in half and we only lead 14-7, here we are on offense, firing that one over to hit Nakua coming across the field as he picks up good little 5-yard gain right there. Don't have to do too much. We don't have to force it. That's the one thing we need to keep in mind. It's a close game, but you cannot force these because that will be that mistake and that turnover that devastates you. So on 2nd and 5, hand that one off to Davis. Stiff arming forward. Connor Davis has now got 50 yards already in this one. Granted, it's been on 12 carries. He has been the workhorse of our offense here the last couple of weeks. Speaking of Davis, he is going to be in the Wildcat. Since Lane in motion, jet sweep to Lane going around the right side. He's got space at the 30, at the 20. Lane on down the sideline, walks it in. Touchdown Seminoles. Oh my goodness. Oh baby, oh baby. I kept waiting for a defender to come trailing him over, but the blocking had to be so spectacular that they couldn't even compensate getting around and trying to cut us off short. So we were able to get that touchdown after that end around by Lane on the jet sweep. So here comes the Hurricanes as they run an option keeper by themselves. Gets hit, and it took 2-3 defenders to bring down their quarterback. That is no bueno, as that makes it 2nd and 1 as the Hurricanes get a 9-yard gain. So the second quarter is coming to a close under 4 minutes remaining. Hurricanes with possession, 4 wide set. Has the snap, hands it off going to the left side. They get around the edge at the 10, 5. And we take his legs out from under him at the 3-yard line. Big gain there by the running game as they're starting to find some space on the outside. Going to have to shore that up here at halftime. 1st and goal now. Hand that off going to the right. Hit and brought down. Great play by the linebacker core here at Florida State to read that one and to come flying through and completely blast him. Looked like Cooper making that one. As that's going to make it 2nd and goal. Now they're going to be under center. Heavy set formation. Handoff up the middle. Hit. Stood up. And he's not able to get in. We stand him up at the 1. 3rd and goal. As we approach the 2-minute timeout. I don't know if they're going to get this off. It looks like they should. Under center. Only one running back in the backfield has the snap. Hands it off up the middle. Hit. Stood up. And he's brought down. No good. No good. 4th and goal now from the 1. About 1 minute, 2 minutes remaining as we come out of the 2-minute timeout. 4th and inches from the half-yard line. Hand it off up the middle. Hit, brought him down. Cam Freeman got him. Nowhere to go. As that's going to turn the ball over to us here as we will get a shot to put points up here in the last minute of this first half. So here we are, 36 seconds left. Smith runs out to the right side. He's got blockers in front. Steps out of bounds at the 47-yard line on our side of the field. 30 seconds remaining. Smith did a good job to get free from that one and get out of bounds. We do have 2 timeouts, but I don't want to use them right now. So 1st and 10. Smith now with the snap in hand fires over the middle, and that one's going to be knocked incomplete. Hit the receiver, Muhammad Wusu's hands, just unable to hold on to it as the contact was made, so it is incomplete. So at least the clock stops. 2nd and 10 now. Smith in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right side. Has the snap in hand. In the pocket, fires over the middle. He's going to hit Burks coming across the middle in traffic. And we will actually call a timeout at that point. Thought about just going with a hurry up, but 20 seconds remaining, a little too long. We still have 1 timeout remaining. So 3rd and inches, 20 seconds left. Going to be 5 wide here for our offense. Smith has the snap. Throw deep down the left side, looking for Nakua, and he's got him in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Smith to Nakua right here at the end of the first half. Great throw. And what a jump Nakua had off the line past the defender. He really didn't have much of a chance. Once Nakua got that half a step, it became 2, then 3 steps. And Smith did a fantastic job of finding them in the end. And that will take us into halftime with a 28-7 lead here. Connor Davis, 56 yards rushing. We did kind of limit him in the second quarter because he ran so much in the first quarter. Though I didn't want him to just overhammer him into where he would basically have about 30 carries if I kept it up. So he did only get 1 additional carry there in the second quarter after he reached the 50-yard mark. Got 56 yards, but he does have the 2 touchdowns for us. He's got half of our offensive points, so give the kid credit where the credit is due. And that will take us here to the start of the second half. The Hurricanes on their opening drive. We lead 28-7. RPO over the middle falls incomplete. Waited a little too long, I think, to try to throw that because pressure was bearing down on him pretty damn quick. 2nd and 10 now, 11.5 remaining in the third. Fires it over the middle, hits his tight end, who lowers his shoulder, bounces off one defender, and is finally brought down. Oh, they get down to the 10-yard line. This is a goal-to-go situation, 1st and goal. From the shotgun, 3 receivers right, has the snap in hand, fires over the middle, makes the catch, and brought down. I'll say over the middle, is to the right side on the right hash mark, which is closer to the middle of the field. 2nd and goal now from the 5 after that gain. Staying in the shotgun, 3 receivers set. Claps his hands, has the snap. Takes it to the right side, hit and brought down. Oof, perfect picture form, 2-legged takedown as they get brought to the turf violently and stopped after just a 1-yard gain. So 3rd and goal. Hopefully we can keep him out like we did at the end of the first half. 3rd and goal from the 4. Has the snap in hand, quick throw to the left side that's caught in the end zone. That is going to be a touchdown, Hurricanes. As they end up making that catch, Stroud with the receiver comes up, made the catch, and immediately got to the turf. That was probably a smart play on his part to do that instead of possibly taking a hit. But that does cut our lead in half. So now leading 28-14. Here we come right back. 7.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. In the I formation, Smith hands it off to Davis to the right side. Little hole opens up, and Davis picks up 5 yards on that one. He's got 72 yards now this afternoon. So 2nd and 5 here for this offense as we are on the plus side of the field at the 39-yard line. Going to be in a shotgun. 3 receivers set. Bolano is up offset of the right side of the line. Burks is sent in motion across the formation. Smith has the snap. Quick throw to Burks on the little end around there. He gets it out wide on the swing pass, and Burks gets down to the 28-yard line. That's going to be a good gain, good enough for the first down at least. So 1st and 10 Seminoles from the shotgun. 3 receiver, 2 back set. Lane in motion. Has the snap. Quick throw to Lane on the right side. He's got space out in front of him. Good block there. Cuts it back and pushes forward and out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Akuri is going to go down with what looks like an injury. He's a big player to be missing. He does very well with blocking, but definitely his speed over the middle, the way he can weave himself through defenders is a big loss for us right now. Hopefully he'll come back soon. Now 1st and 10 under center I formation. Handoff to the left. My goodness, did you see that pancake block? Woo, one of the Hurricane linebackers just got decleated on that one. As we come up with a big little 5-yard run once again, a violent 5-yard run. If we can keep doing that, I don't think Miami's going to want to play much longer in this one. 5.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Same drive, 10-yard line, 2nd and 5. Over the middle, caught for the touchdown, Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. John Smith finds his receiver, Edmond, who really hasn't had too many opportunities, but my goodness, talk about taking advantage when you get them. He gets open right over the middle. Quick speed. Jason Edmond, sophomore receiver here for the Seminoles offense. Comes out, beautiful route in front of the defender. And, the fact is the linebacker just gave us that extra bit of space and allowed us to put that touchdown up. But now, as with every scoring play, we got to take over on defense, and they fire that one up, and there's not much defense to be had right now as Williams and Felix both get burned embarrassingly. Miami not wanting to go away means we have to keep fighting. They won't just roll over and die. Roll over and die like the dogs that they are. 1st and 10 Seminoles now. Fire that one out to the right side of Curie. He's back in on this one, makes a cut back across the field, hit and stood up and brought down at the 10. What a play. Good throw and great catch and run by Akiri, who after this great season got 1,500 receiving yards for his career, which is pretty fantastic considering he basically has played a season and a half for the most part. We saw him a little bit last season, step up later in the year. This season he's been one of the premier targets, especially for those passes over the middle. He's our junior receiver. He's got some talent. He's got a lot of speed and shiftiness that can really help us out. So leading by 14, 35-21, 2.5 minutes to go in the 3rd. Smith has the snap. Takes off to the left side, and he is going to be sacked. Multiple Hurricane defenders get back there for the sack. O'Dwyer is one of them, as he is one of the country's sack leaders. So 2nd and 14, Smith staying in the shotgun. Connor Davis offset to his left side. Has the snap. Going to be a screen pass to Davis. Drops that one off. Makes a cut and is brought down after a gain about 6 yards. So down to the 4-yard line. It's going to make it 3rd and 4. They're acting like he can get a first down without a touchdown, but that's not the case. 3rd and goal from the 4. Smith claps his hands. Blitz comes. Fires it. He gets Villano. Touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And our offense has been able to explode here in this game, as we've got our 6th touchdown of the day here, and that's going to put us up 41-21, still in the third, well, 42-21, still here in the third quarter over the Hurricanes. Now, as I say, still here in the third quarter, that means there's still time left as we bring a blitz, and they get away from one tackler, and Felix let him go, and here they are down the numbers, and what was a 21-point lead is now back to a 14-point lead. Can't celebrate anything for too long around here, for God's sakes. 42-28 now. At least we're in the fourth quarter finally, as our offense has possession. Smith tries to take off, but does it too late, and the Hurricanes get their 3rd sack of the game on Smith. He's brought down for a 4-yard loss to make it 2nd and 14, so back to the 40-yard line. We are on the plus side of the field, though. Smith has the snap in hand, takes off to the right side, has a lane open up. He's following Burks. Great block by Burks as a receiver. Gave him just enough to let Smith get free and avoid him from taking a really hard shot. So 1st and 10 Seminoles at the 23-yard line. Smith in the shotgun, 3 receivers set, has the snap, hands off to Davis going left side, hit and brought down. Ooh, Davis is responding with violence to every time he gets the ball. He is not trying to go around defenders, he's trying to go through them, and as such, he has picked up 112 yards so far this afternoon. 2nd and 7, the final 10 and a half minutes of the fourth quarter are coming up as we face a 2nd and 7, leading 42-28. Smith sends Burks in motion, has the snap in hand. Quick throw over the middle to Burks, turns it up, pushing forward, and they're going to give him the first down. They will. Trey Burks picks up good yardage down to the 13 on that reception to make it 1st and 10. Smith under center from the I formation. Davis in the backfield has the snap. Hands off to Davis going to the left side. He gets hit and brought down after about a good 7-yard gain as Teague, the linebacker for the Hurricanes, who has really been all over the field today, gets walloped on that one and is going to drop down to the turf. He's going to have to come out for at least a play. So 2nd and 3 now. We're going to be in the pistol formation. 2 tight end, 2 receiver set. Davis alone in the backfield. Has the snap. Play action. Smith rolling out to the right. Nowhere to go with it. Fires it late over to Villano. What was Smith doing? We ended up having 2 receivers open. Burks was open. I think we had a tight end. That's a freshman eyesight for you. So 3rd and 13 now, or 3rd and 3 from the 6 now. Smith claps his hands, has the snap back, fires over the middle and almost intercepted. Looking for Burks, and that one just failed miserably. And that's going to bring on Amerson to try to kick this field goal. Piss poor play calling right there. Amerson goes boot ball right down the middle, but I can't stress this enough. That was piss poor play calling within the 10-yard line, and absolutely disgusting to see. So the score is 45-28. Hurricanes got only 9 minutes remaining to try to make a comeback happen. 1st and 10 Hurricanes. Play action. Fires it over the middle. Hits his receiver wide open over multiple defenders. And finally he gets brought down late, all the way down at the 26-yard line on our side of the field. He threw it over about 4 Seminole defenders. Not one of them tried to knock it down, and the receiver makes the catch and gets big yardage. 1st and 10 on the jet sweep to the right side. Hit and stood up and finally brought down after a 7-yard gain. That's going to make it 2nd and 3 from the 19. Hurricanes are now inside the red zone. So going in from the shotgun, 5 wide set here. Hurricanes have the snap. Clean pocket, fires it deep over the middle. That one is dropped. Ooh. Thought he was going to make that catch, but nope, they do drop it. O'Dwyer not able to keep his hands on it. 3rd and 3 from the shotgun. 4 wide this time. Has a snap. Quick throw to the right side. Hits their tight end who steps out. He almost didn't get that first down. Had to tiptoe past the line to gain. And then he finally does get it at the 14. He stepped out of bounds. So 1st and 10 from the 14. Receivers in motion. Jet sweep around to O'Dwyer. He gets hit and brought down after an 8-yard gain. And that's going to make it 2nd and 2. They're going to go under center this time. 2 tight ends to the right side. Looking over the defense. Has the snap in hands. Quick throw over the middle. And that's knocked free. Ooh. They put that in a dangerous position, and his receiver paid for it with a hard hit and the drop pass. So 3rd and 2. has the snap in hand. Clean pocket. Fires it to the right. Just throws it out of bounds. Looked like he may have been trying to hit Dwyer in the back corner, but nowhere to go with it. Sagapolu, the quarterback for the Hurricanes, has had a pretty good day. Just that throw was one of the worst. 4th and 2. They're going for it again. Under center. 2 tight ends to the left. Receivers in motion. Hands off up the middle. And they get free, and they're going to take that one into the end zone. Our defender made contact way too late. So that's going to make it 45-35. We lead by 10. Here we come back on our ensuing drive. Under 6 minutes to go. Fires it to the right side as we hit Burks on our wheel route. And he fumbles it. Burks fumbles, and the Hurricanes recover. I got to see if he actually fumbled that, though. I'm not too sure he did. We need to take a look at that replay. Yeah, because I did not like the look of that. That ball looked like it squirmed out late. Now, if they don't do the review, I'm going to have to do it myself. But I always like to give them a chance, you know. Because normally the game's fairly decent about that. Sometimes it's kind of off and on with the challenges. But yeah, that one, his knee was clearly down. And no, they weren't going to challenge it. Bastards. So I'm going to go through and have to challenge it. And yeah, I know it looks close there. But I think right here, boom, knee goes down. Then the ball gets jarred loose. Burks is definitely down. That needs to be our ball. And, of course, they don't make really the play call at all. You just get to see another replay. And they are giving us the ball back. We did get it. We did win that challenge. So it is still going to be our possession, 1st and 10, here from the 43-yard line on our own side. Smith now claps his hands, has the snap. Hands it off to Davis, who, wow, Davis gets completely blown up. Brian Prince, the senior defensive end for the Hurricanes, comes through practically untouched and just obliterates Davis in the backfield. So 2nd and 14. Under 5 minutes to go. Smith hands off to Davis going to the left side. This time pushing forward. And he picks up really good yardage down to the 47. That's going to make it 3rd and 6. After about an 8-yard gain. So 4.5 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Smith in the shotgun. 4 wide set. He's going to send Burks in motion. Has the snap. They get a pressure there. He makes the catch to Burks, and there's a flag down. Burks makes the catch. Pressure was coming, and it looks like it's going to be on Stinchcomb. Roofing the passer, it is. The cheating bastards try to hurt Smith, our freshman quarterback. Zach Stinchcomb, no wonder his name is Stinch, comes up with a dirty play, and he will pay for it as we get the ball down to the 26-yard line. Those ingrates of the Hurricanes trying to hit our quarterback late and get away with it. Not today, sir. 1st and 10 from the 26. Smith hands it off to Davis, going to the right side. Pushing forward up the middle, breaking tackles, and Davis finally gets brought down at the 13. A 13-yard gain. He's got 140 yards on the day so far on 25 carries. So he's had a really fantastic afternoon, especially when you count for his 2 touchdowns. The leading 45-35, under about 3.5 minutes to go. Smith in the shotgun, 4 wide. Has the snap, hands it off to Davis, cuts it up the middle, and is finally brought down at the 8-yard line after a 6-yard gain. So the clock will continue to move after that play. 2nd and 4, as the clock should be under 3 minutes by the time we get this snap off. Going to go from the Wildcat, being led by Lane. As he looks over the defense, sends McCracken in motion, gets the jet sweep going to the right side, and unable to break that tackle. McCracken gets brought down for about a 2-yard loss back to the 10-yard line to make it 3rd and 6. Ben Kareem, the free safety for the Hurricanes, got right past Smith, who, I'm not going to lie, I guess that's a little bit better of a block than I expected him to make, as he got nowhere. So 3rd and 6 now. Smith claps his hands. Quick throw to the right side. Hits Akiri. Pushing forward. He gets to the line. Rico Akiri got to the line to gain to make it 1st and goal from the 3. Now, the clock is going to go to the 2-minute timeout. Hurricanes do still have all 3 of their timeouts, right? It is a 10-point ball game. So our goal basically here, one, is to score, but also we need them to use their timeouts if we don't score immediately. So 1st and goal. As the snap, hands off to Davis. Hit, and he gets stood up, and the Hurricanes will burn their first timeout. Davis got down to about the 1-yard line, just shy of the goal line, looking for his 3rd touchdown of the day. It just was not meant to be. So now here we come out, 2nd and goal from the 1. In a heavy set formation, Boyette in the backfield.
Smith under center, has the snap, hands it off to Boyette up the middle, bounces off blockers, and then he gets stood up. Oh, goodness gracious. Our blockers got pushed in the backfield. Boyette really had nowhere to go, and that resulted in a no gain. So now 3rd and goal from the 1. Coming out in the heavy set formation once again. Smith hands it off to Boyette, going left side, fighting forward, into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Hand that one off to Boyette, who's really taken on more of a power back role. He stepped up big for his last season. I think everybody knows that when Workman got hurt, he stepped up big along with Davis, but he's really kind of cemented his role as our power back in these heavy set goal line formations as he punches that one in. And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. That'll give us a 17-point victory at home over the stupid Hurricanes out of Miami. You gotta hate them. You do hate them. And you love to hate them. As we've now got 38 wins in the series with the Hurricanes. After this one, giving us back-to-back wins from last season to this season. Big-time rivalry games. John Smith performed fantastically in this one. He didn't do too much. We didn't need him to do too much. Just make the smart play. That's all we asked. And our other playmakers came up for him. So that was great to see. This is a great way to really get this back third of the season going. It leaves us at 9-1. One more regular season episode left, everybody. We'll start out against North Carolina, and then we'll play the Gators of Florida. It should be a fun one. Hey, hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already, and definitely give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video, and turn on that little bell icon so you can be notified of all the uploads that we do here at Champ & Sons. And I will see y'all in that next episode in Chapel Hill taking on the Tar Heels. So as always, everybody, stay safe, and well, y'all know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.